Well, getting from the 1 to the 2 is not the easiest thing in the world because of this traffic right here and because of the side pocket right there. And not only do we have to get right on it, but we need an angle on it to get on the 3 ball and avoid the 3-9 combination. I will not shoot that combination if I don't have to. So, I do have a little bit of an angle, enough to stun it out, but I still didn't get right on the 3 ball. And now we're looking at traffic. Again, the good news about this is the 4 ball is makeable from anywhere on the table. So from that thought, the problem goes to, okay, well, just don't get behind any balls. Just make sure you have some kind of shot on the 4 ball. Nevertheless, it's going to be difficult to get from the 4 to the 5. I'm pulling out a rake here, house rake. I don't know why I'm using this house rake when I have my own rake in the case. But whatever, I'm all focused on just not getting myself snookered behind any ball on this table. So we have a shot on the 4 ball, but this shot is a little bit tough to get on the 5. You're going to put left-hand English on this, but if you shoot it too lightly, you're going to be risking all that deflection, and you're not going to have any right-hand spin by the time you get to the actual ball. If you hit it hard like I just did, you're going back down table, but at least you're on the right-hand side of the table, and you have a shot on the 5 ball. So if you can find the happy medium on that shot, that's the way you do it. And that was just a step shot, and I believe I'm shooting this in the side, but instead of going 3 rails here, if you try to go 3 rails here, you're going to scratch in the top left-hand corner. So I'm just drawing it down to the top rail to bounce off, and I have another long shot. You can't be afraid of these long shots. And instead of trying to draw this back to get perfect on the 8, I'm just setting another stop shot and going back up table to get right on this 9 ball. This is being shot with top left to stay on the right hand side of the table for that 9 ball shot. So again, I'm just going up to the short rail, the top of the table, and staying on the right hand side. If I didn't put that left hand English on it, it would have went to the right hand side, and then you're risking the scratch and everything else. In this case, again, I shot it a little bit too hard, and now I come up with a tough cut on the 9 ball, so this is a tester. Just remember to stay down and stroke through, and you should be okay. So yeah, that whole game was a tester, but I had just walked in the door, and I know this is no excuse, but I haven't even taken off my hoodie yet. That was the first game I played, and it was a little bit sloppy. Yeah, you have to be careful here on this 1 ball shot because you want to stay on the left-hand side of the 2 ball line so you can get down table on the 3 ball. And if we do get down table, it's best to shoot this 4 ball in the top left-hand corner. And from there, you should be able to get easily on the 5 ball. So this is all a matter of working our way back over to the right-hand side of the table to take care of the rest of those balls. But again, remember, you don't have to be, perfect on these balls. You don't have to be a foot away. And I kind of got the wrong angle on the 5 because I got bad on the... Well, I didn't get real bad on the 4, but I got on a strange angle where I had to shoot the 5 ball up table. And now I believe I'm going 2 rails here back on center table on the 7 ball. If you're not sure what to do with the cue ball, always choose center table or think about it. And if it makes sense to you, then that's where you should get. And because I didn't get the right angle, the exact angle on the 7 ball, I couldn't bounce off too hard off that right hand side rail. I would have liked to, or gotten straight in on the 8 ball, so I could just draw it back on the 9. But I had to spin that with left hand English to go 3 rails, or 2 rails, back out on the 9 ball and settle for a longer shot. Now you can see there's some dangerous traffic in the middle, and you know by now that I do my best to stay out of traffic and will shoot a long shot before I go into it. But there's a couple exceptions here, and I'll show you where they come up. I'm getting from this 2 back on the 3. I can't just draw it back, so I have to go through traffic right there between the 6 and the 7 ball, which leaves me a long shot. And for some reason, this has been a topic of discussion lately. When you should go with a long shot, or when you should try to get a little bit. And on that particular shot, because I didn't get perfect on the 2, I was forced to go into traffic. And here again I am too. I can't just put top on this ball and come back up table because of where the 8 ball is. So I have to draw it and widen the angle off the object ball to avoid that 8, and then go, what was that, 3 rounds back to shoot the 5 ball on the side. That was not the original plan. I had to change that. And from here, so you can see that I'm actually working around the center of the table, although I do go through the center. It's just the same old topic of take a long shot, so you avoid risking, disaster. And here, I don't know, what am I doing? Oh, I'm drawing it back to get the right angle, to get on the left side of the 7 ball, to get down table on the 8, and to get right on the 8, to get back on the 9. And I could put top left and I could put bottom right on this to avoid hitting, the 9 ball, which I wound up hitting. I didn't put anything on that ball. I thought I had the room, but I didn't quite do it. And if I had shot that 9 any harder, look where it was heading. So you got to keep all these things in mind while playing your rhythm, and while allowing your subconscious to just play cool. Yeah, I'm experimenting with different camera angles, and I used to use something similar to this in this location right here before COVID hit, and the camera was on top of a popcorn machine that the guys used to make themselves popcorn in the daytime, and it had wheels on it, so I could just roll it into this position. And people have asked what happened to the camera angle, and they liked it, and they wanted me to bring it back. But then when COVID came around, it was the same time that they were building this new place here. So they axed the popcorn machine, and they didn't want people moving the furniture around. So things changed, and I had to go with the camera angle that I've been using in my most recent videos. But somebody put some new furniture in here, and I just went ahead and, rearranged, COVID, I don't know, people saying it's over. It's not over, but there's a whole lot less concern with it. So I just took it upon myself to set this up and show you guys, just to kind of get your opinion on it. If you like this view, there's some things I don't like about it. The camera's having a little bit of difficulty focusing on the table, and it continues to refocus itself. But I think I can work that out. I also need a wider angle lens, so I can show you my pre-shot ritual and how I walk into the shot line, how I get down on the shot line, and all that. So I'm working it out, but right now, there's good things about it, and there's things that I'm not really sure about. If you want me to go with this, let me know, and I think I can make it happen. If you're happy with the other angles, let me know. Don't change anything. I don't know if this is disorienting to you. Oh, here's a carom shot. This is a rare shot. It's used a lot by some players. A lot of players don't see it, but this 5 ball will go on the side off the 9 ball, and that's not a billiard, that's a cone.
From Knoxville,
But just give me your opinion of this of this view on the comments, and if enough people want me to stick with it, I will, and I will find a way. For now, I gotta go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.